Most of the time when it comes to the third one, they always say it's the worst. Well, I say phooey on that because Caress of Steel is the second best of the original three albums. So, yeah, it's the album that nearly self-destructed the band because they were just going all loopy with it and just being really weird and busting out a 20-minute song, and it just like didn't work at all. But you know what? I think the people back in the day, they look kind of stupid because nowadays everyone was like, yeah, this album, it kind of is pretty good. Yeah, only 5 tracks on here, so we won't be here today long. So let's just get started with number 5, and it's going to be I Think I'm Going Bald, which I'm sure not going bald, so I can't relate to this song whatsoever. And, when the song starts, it's basically In the Mood too. I mean, you listen to the riffs back to back, and they're damn near the same thing. And then, like In the Mood, the thing that kills the song are the lyrics, because this has got to be the single goofiest Rush song ever written. Like, especially with the first verse, I woke up today, I think I'm going bald. Like, what the fuck even is this song? None of them were going bald, man. They had beautiful manes going all the way down to their backs. Okay, so they were not going bald. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, or what Neil was thinking. I guess when he wrote this song, maybe he had a bad acid trip. I don't know, but yeah, like it's an okay song, but I think it's probably better off forgotten. And speaking of Better Off Forgotten, up next we're going to have Lakeside Park. Now, Geddy Lee doesn't like this song at all, and I can totally understand why. And because it's just a whole lot of nothing. There's a whole lot of nothing in this song, and the really only good thing about this song is the fact that it's a real location, and it's kind of like a Rush's fans' bucket list to go visit it one day. So, yeah, if I ever go to Ontario, I'll be sure to hit up Lakeside Park, but yeah, there's no memorable sections. The whole song is just this one vibe the entire time. But at least it's not stupid like I Think I'm Going Bald is. And a song that's a little stupid is going to be The Fountain of Lament. And, people call this album the black sheep of the Rush discography. And this song is easily the black sheep of the Rush epics, Like, it's nowhere near on the level of 2112 or Hemispheres, but honestly, it's not terrible. I really like part 1, that section where it's like, wanu, wanu, ba ba da ba 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 da ba da da da. That part is all fine and dandy. I really like that. But yeah, once part 2 hits, like the weird sounding drum solo and the shouting vocals, and then like everything beyond that, everything beyond part 1 is just kind of a disaster. It comes back later in the song, like towards the end, but it's the same exact thing. And just everything else is just kind of whatever. But I like part 1 enough to where I would put it over the other 2 songs easily. And our runner-up is going to be Bastille Day, and this is just a solid-ass rock song. I mean, you got plenty of good riffs in it, plenty of memorable parts. It's just kind of like what I was saying with I think What You're Doing on the first album, where like I don't have a lot to say about it, but just because it's just a really solid song, like I think everyone kind of likes this song. It's just a really solid song, and it's pretty good. But speaking of pretty good, we have our number 1 pick, which obviously is going to be The Necromancer, because if you have anything else at number 1, you're just flat out incorrect, because this is without a doubt the best song on the album, because it's perhaps the most ripping song, at least part 2 is. You get part 1 as a nice little intro, doesn't take too long. Part 3, you got the nice chords and just the overall just really nice sounding stuff. But man, it's all about that part 2.
Part 2! Part 2, part 2, part 2!
I mean, from the beginning, the da do ba da, all that shit, it's just fun. It's really fun. And then it just kicks right into the solo, and like the riff under the solo is just fucking absolutely crazy. It's just fucking great. It's great. It's a really great song, and like I think the real fans know that this song is just a beast. And yeah, easily my favorite song on this album. And yeah, this one and Bastille Day are really the songs that are keeping this album alive for me. Because yeah, I think they've said before that they were high as hell making the entire album. And like you can really tell. I mean, just listen to the way he narrates in this song, right? It's like, the three travelers, men of Willowdale, emerge from the forest shadow. Like, dude sounds like he is in another galaxy, because you have to be in another galaxy to think of like these kind of stories. And it's also pretty cool because it's a sequel to By Tour and the Snow Dog, which that's pretty cool because that was a really good song off Fly By Night, and this one is the best song on here. So yeah, Caress of Steel may not be the greatest, might be full of some weird shit that really the band and a lot of people don't like, but there are still some definite highlights, and yeah, it deserves to be remembered for the Necromancer. But tune in next time where we talk about the album that saved the band, because this could have been the last album. And imagine that. Imagine a world where it was just these first three. Frankly, I don't even want to imagine it. But yes, tune in next time for we go into the way distant future to a year that none of us are going to live to. But you know what? That's okay, because actually that's not okay. It would have been awesome. I really wish we could live to 2112, but maybe they'll invent an immortality medicine that will get us there, or we could put our brains into like machines, and like we can survive. Kind of like the Fallout New Vegas machine guys, the scientists. You just put our conscious into a robot, and we'll be fine. We'll live to 2112, and we'll play the damn album every single day of the entire year. But yeah, that's enough. I'm out of here. See ya.